Okay, let's just jump right into this. Every single fall, gardeners all over are throwing away one of the most powerful things they have for building incredible soil. I mean, they bag it up, they burn it, they haul it to the curb, and then they wonder why their gardens are struggling. But what if the fix for that dry, compacted, just sad looking soil wasn't something you had to buy in a big plastic bag from the garden center? What if it was literally falling from the trees in your own yard completely free? And yeah, that's the big secret we're going to break down today. It's a really simple shift in how you think, but man, it can completely change how your garden performs. So, first, let's talk about the main problem here. We've basically been taught to see fallen leaves as trash, right? They're just messy clutter that needs to be tidied up and gotten rid of. And here's the really ironic part. People spend actual money, good money, on soil conditioners and special mulches to fix the exact problems their own leaves would have solved for absolutely free. So how do we actually unlock all this potential? Well, the answer isn't just, compost your leaves. It's something a bit different, something way more powerful for your soil's structure. It's called leaf mold. And what's really fascinating is how different these two things are. You can see it right here. Compost is all about a fast, hot bacterial process. Its main job is to deliver nutrients. Leaf mold, on the other hand, is the total opposite. It's slow, it's cool, and it's driven by fungi, all to create long-lasting soil structure. They really serve two completely different but equally important jobs in the garden. So what we're doing here is basically creating the perfect environment for fungi, not bacteria. We're letting these incredible fungal networks just slowly break down all that tough, carbon-rich material in the leaves. And what you get in the end is this stable, spongy structure that is, hands down, the ultimate soil conditioner. This quote really hits the nail on the head. You can think of it like this. Compost is like a quick meal for your plants, right? But leaf mold rebuilds the entire house they live in. It creates this resilient soil foundation that lasts for years and years, not just for one season. Okay, if there is one single reason you should start making leaf mold, this is it. Its ability to manage water in your soil is, well, it's almost unbelievable. We are talking about a complete and total transformation. It can take soil that either turns into concrete and repels water, or soil that lets water drain away in a second, and it turns it into a perfect reservoir that holds moisture right where the plant roots can actually use it. And here is the magic number, 500%. That's right, finished leaf mold can hold up to 5 times its own weight in water. That is not a small improvement, people. That is a complete game changer for any garden, especially if you live in a dry climate or you do a lot of container gardening. And the real-world benefits are just huge. You're going to water less often, your plants won't get nearly as stressed during those summer heat waves, and your soil will stay light and fluffy instead of turning into a brick after a heavy rain. You're literally building resilience right into the foundation of your garden. All right, so you're probably thinking, how do I actually make this stuff? The best part is, it is so incredibly simple. You don't need any fancy equipment. All you really need is a little bit of patience. So the process is dead simple. First, collect your leaves. And here's a pro tip. Shredding them with a lawnmower is the best trick in the book to speed things up, like way up. Then just get the pile a little moist. Think damp, not soaking wet. After that, contain it somehow. A simple wire cage is perfect. But honestly, even large plastic bags with a few holes poked in them work great. And then you wait. I know, it's the hard part. But the fungi work slowly. And trust me, they always get the job done. So, how do you know when it's finally ready? The key is just not to rush it. If you can still see anything that looks like a whole leaf, it's not ready yet. What you're looking for is a dark, rich, crumbly material that has this amazing smell, just like the floor of a healthy forest. So now you have this finished black gold, as they call it. How do you actually use it to get all those amazing results we've been talking about? Well, you've got a few fantastic options. You can spread it on top of your soil as a mulch to lock in moisture and keep weeds down. You can mix it directly into the top few inches of your garden beds to improve the soil structure right away. Or you can blend it into your potting mix for containers, which will dramatically cut down on how often you need to water them. And this right here is what makes it so versatile. It's not a one-trick pony. It actually fixes both extremes. If you have heavy clay soil, it opens it up, creating little air pockets to improve drainage. If you have loose, sandy soil, It does the exact opposite. It binds those sandy particles together to hold on to water and nutrients. It just brings any soil type back toward that perfect, balanced middle. At the end of the day, this is what it's all about. This isn't just a gardening tip or a hack. It's a long-term strategy. When you start using the resources that nature gives you for free, you create a garden that works with you, one that gets more resilient and way easier to manage year after year. So the next time you see all those leaves piling up in your yard, don't think of it as a chore. Think of it as a delivery, a free, incredibly powerful soil upgrade brought to you by Mother Nature. The only real question left is, are you going to use it?